guys can tell, but my forehead acne scars are starting to actually clear up, so I can actually start using this ring light again. But today it's kind of like, it's like a sit down and chat video with you guys. I'm going to be talking about online school, and yeah, let's get right into the video. So first I'm going to start off with the teachers. Number one, teachers, you guys are doing amazing, you know, with this whole pandemic going on. I know some places in the United States that are starting to go back to school. They're starting to do hybrid, or even starting to do fully in person. Just want to say great job to all the teachers. But here
is what I have a problem with.
Number one, you are assigning a project every single week. I understand if it's just a project by myself, but when you're adding other people into the mix, when you know I don't work good with those other people, sounds like sabotage to me. And number two, why are we even having projects? Like, I feel like we should only have like 3 projects to, no, let me actually raise that number a little bit. 4 projects a quarter, not like 10. And then I don't keep up with my work for the other classes because I'm steady here working on like a 7-side project, finding information that's not even on the pages that you told us to look at, but yet I'm still typing away trying to get this done. And then I fail my other classes. Well, I haven't failed, but like, I'm just like saying as an example for everyone, and then we fail. Or then we don't do as good as you want us to. Like, is that really a shocker? Especially when we're doing work with people that don't even do their part. I like this silence. Like, it just makes no sense. I feel like some of my teachers be sabotaging me. They put me with people that don't even do the work, and I have to do all the work at the end of the day. I don't say a word because I just don't. I don't feel like getting people in trouble because I'm not petty like that. But I feel like I should say a word if I do get a person like that next time. It's just like outrageous. Like, if you're going to assign a project, at least make it by myself because I can do pretty good by myself. And if you are going to assign a project, make sure the pages that you're assigning actually have the information so I can be done and over with that. So now I'm done with projects. I'm done with my little rant projects. Now it's time to talk about the tests.
The test.
Why are we having tests? Now I understand, like, people are back in school, as I said at the beginning. I'm talking about online school. Why are we having tests? Why are we having tests? And this is like for online school, as I just said. Why? And then the teachers are like, I could tell if you cheat, I could tell if you cheat. Honey, I'd be cheating on every single assignment, especially in math. And then they have us do the practice state tests. I'm pretty sure every state in the United States has a state test. I don't know about any other places like the UK or Australia, but yeah, we have state tests that happen every time in the spring, like April, even May. And they basically tell us what if we can pass or what if we can fail. So we take those very seriously. But the thing is, I feel like this year is not the year to be doing them, and they can actually count for our grades. Here's why. So I put out a TikTok. I'm gonna put it up right now. My teachers really had to sit up here and say, oh, a bunch of people left the essays blank on the ELA practice MCAS, so that's why this one's count. Excuse my brother. But they're like, that's why the math MCAS counts. What's that got to do with me? So yeah, since people didn't really take the ELA MCAS seriously, which they should have, even if it was a practice, but then they have the audacity to count it. And we were all thinking, you know, this is just another practice test. So we're just going to show the teachers what we know, and then we can just go into it, and we can, you know, not have any pressure on our shoulders, and then boom, pressure on my shoulders. Like, that was like really so uncalled for. And everyone in my class, like, as soon as we heard the news that that thing's going to be not practice anymore, people in my class were going berserk. They're like, but miss, you said this was a practice test, but miss, but this, but miss. I'm like, I don't blame you guys. I would be like that too. And it's just all goes back to when we get bad grades and the teachers are upset. I think some teachers don't really realize that we have other classes. Some classes assign multiple projects every single week. And plus we have to study for your class, and we have to also do another stuff. Other stuff for other classes. I have 6 classes total right now. I've been trying to manage my time. It's kind of hard, not even gonna lie, having a project every single week. And if the teacher's seeing this, you know I'm talking to you. I'm not even gonna call out any names. Okay, so let's talk about the students. Students, do not give your teachers a hard time over Zoom, because this is as hard as anyone. This is as hard as it is for the teachers as it is for you. So be easy on them. But the thing is, if you are up here disrespecting a student and you get surprised when they talk back at you, and when I say disrespecting, I mean like calling them out very rudely, not spreading rumors, but like talking about their grade in front of the class. That's considered to me disrespect. If I was the mom of that student, I would give my son or daughter, boom, you can call her out, you can do anything you want. Like, teachers think that they could just really get away with being shady over Zoom because they don't record their meetings, number one, and they think that they can just get out, I can't even speak today. They think that they can just brush it off because it's online school and no one can see it. Excuse me, it may be online school, but you're not gonna disrespect me. Like, let's not push our limits here. Let's not push our authority here. You see, school's painted as teachers up here, students down here. When you do that, you stoop all the way down to a student's level, because that's the immaturity level. You're acting like a student, calling someone out for their grade. Then they probably have a bad grade inside of your class because number one, they probably don't pay attention, or number two, you just don't teach well. It could be those 2 possibilities. Or you just assign work late. 3 possibilities. Now I'm going to talk about teachers again, because this is basically like what mostly this is. So I'm going to talk about an encounter I had. So I was in class. I really rarely show my whole face. I show my nose and above. That should be good enough for a teacher. Look. This is what I show. This should be good enough for teachers to know I'm in class, right?
Wrong.
So I was in blah, 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 blah. I'm not even going to say the class. Because if that teacher sees it, they're going to be like, oh, she's talking about me, lower grade. No. So I had not even half of my face, like 2/3 of my face in the camera view, and then she kept calling my names and put my camera down. I was getting very annoyed because I'm like, no. And I had like a dental surgery that day, but I didn't feel like telling the teacher that I had a dental stuff done to my mouth because my mouth was swollen, and she just kept nagging me. I'm just gonna say this, teachers, do not nag the student to put their camera down. If they're not putting their camera down, it's either because they don't want to, they don't have to. It's not against the law or anything. You might get suspended for it, but how are you gonna suspend me over, literally over Zoom? It's like the same exact day. Like, it's, or, wait, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, or number 2, they had something, going on. They have, like, something going on, like, with their face, where it feels like a surgery or something like that, and they don't want to show their full face. Like, if this is not enough to tell you that I'm actually in class, like, I can actually, like, just turn off my camera if I want to, but I'm not getting cut in class. CTC also. And these be the same teachers that really show as much as I show of their faces. The same teachers. It just really be having me upset because, like, these teachers, they're like, oh, but you guys don't do this. I am the teacher. You are the teacher, so get up. So step up to a teacher's level instead of coming down to a student's level and being immature. I said what I said. I'm just going to talk about schools opening up. So Honestly, I don't think schools should be opening up, but it just depends on where you live. Like, if you're in a low-risk zone, I cannot think of any low-risk zones in the States right now. But if you're in a high-risk zone like Michigan, you should not be opening up schools, Michigan. I don't know if Michigan opened up schools. I didn't do my research for this because this was like, we just thought of it, and I'm, sat right here, made a video. Massachusetts schools are opening up. I think we're like in a moderate risk level, if I'm not sure enough, but we're definitely not low risk, so we should not be opening up either. It's just really putting students at risk, especially when some of the students in my class don't even wear their masks correctly. Now, I'm at home, so I don't know if the teachers are actually correct, but someone nagged the teacher so much about their mask. She was like, put the mask back on correctly. I'm like, oh. But, like, the thing is, if your child is not going to wear a mask correctly at school when there's a pandemic going around, where there is a very, very contagious sickness that's killed many people worldwide, not just country, worldwide, don't even bother sending your child to school so they can get the other classmates sick. And these teachers, my teachers at my school, they be calling home. They be active on their phones. Active on their phones. If someone's child is not putting up their mask, call home. Kick them out of hybrid learning. Keep them online. Do something. Like, it just really has me so mad because, like, people wonder why the rates keep going up, like, for coronavirus. Number one, because people aren't wearing masks at all, or they're not wearing them correctly. If you're going to wear a mask, wear it correctly. Or just, you might as well just not even wear a mask. Thank you for sticking around my little rant. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you want some more rants like this, because I have a lot, trust me, I have a lot that I've been holding in, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment if you want another video like this. Like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you know when I post, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.